Welcome everyone to a Tuesday night edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got a NBA playoff lock and loaded show for you tonight. A lot of stuff went on last night. We got some games going on tonight, but it was an amazing night for the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler plus LeBron and the Lakers take a commanding 3-1 lead versus the Memphis Grizzlies. So we would talk about those games, the games that's going on tonight, and looking forward to the games that's going on tonight and coming up. So with all that being said, people, let's get ready to lock and load. Come on with your hot takes. Let's go.
Hello, Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Tuesday night edition of the Allen Powell Show. Got Austin Malone checking in already. Jimmy Butler did what I hope to see LeBron do to Dylan Brooks. That's a great comment to start off the show, man. That is a great comment to start off the show. We're going to get right into it, man. Last night, Jimmy Butler led the Heat to a commanding 3-1 lead against the Bucks. And it's very shocking because, listen, the Milwaukee Bucks were predicted to win this series. They are the number one seed. And, hey, Jimmy Butler is putting up some tremendous numbers. He's the best scorer in the playoffs right now. And it wouldn't seem like it, but he is doing his thing out there, man. I looked at all the numbers. He's leading the playoffs in scoring, and you would think it would be a Steph Curry, LeBron, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, all these players in the playoffs, but Jimmy Butler is leading the playoffs in scoring. When this matchup happened, we all knew that Miami had a potential to make it tough. But I don't know anybody that predicted the Heat to win the series. And it's not over. It is not over. But the way they are playing, do you expect Milwaukee to beat Miami 3 straight times? Now, I did put this in a group text. I said I'm still picking the Bucks in 7. I still can see the Bucks winning this series in 7. Quiet as kept. I can see them winning, of course, winning back in Milwaukee. Take the game back to Miami. That's going to be the tough game right there. But I still trust that Giannis and the Bucks can pull it out. And then you come back home for in game 7. I know it seems like a lot, but I think it's very possible. I think it's very possible. Austin Malone says Giannis has to start guarding Butler. I would say yes, that's a great idea. But at the same time, at the end of that game, Giannis still looked kind of gimpy. He still looked kind of gimpy, man. And at the end of the game, he hit the floor, and it seemed like his back was hurting again. He is not 100%, and I think you can tell the way he was moving at the end of the game that he's not 100%. And listen, Jimmy Butler is not playing around, man. He is not playing around. This brother had 56 points, and the way he was getting it was man. He's out there, playoff Jimmy. You know, everybody got these nicknames, playoff P and playoff Rondo, game 6 Clay. But Jimmy, he's really playoff Jimmy. This is who he is. He's been showing up a lot in the playoffs, and he's willing and leading his team to a 3-1 lead. You look at the injuries that they got. Tyler Hero, and Victor Oladipo just out for the season now. They're shorthanded. Tyler Hero is a big part of their offense. And Bam's supposed to be a big part of their offense, but you never know what Bam you're going to get out of it. But Jimmy is putting the team on his shoulders. And the Miami Heat is always a tough matchup. You talk about Heat culture. They have a culture about them. But I expected the Bucks to probably win this series in 6. But I think everybody knew that Miami was going to put up a tough fight. But I see nobody picking the Heat to win this series. But my question is the series over? Is the series over? Like, are the Milwaukee Bucks done? Are the Milwaukee Bucks done? Because that's a hard thing to fathom. When the last time an 8 seed been a 1 seed in the NBA playoffs? I can't. The last one I remember, I believe, was it the Golden State Warriors or the Dallas Mavericks? One of those teams. The Baron Davis team. It's slipping my head, but I also remember the Denver Nuggets, the Kembe Mutombo when it was the best 3 out of 5. But when have an 8 seed been a 1 seed recently? You have not seen it because it usually doesn't happen. NBA in the playoffs, usually the best team wins. 4 out of 7, the best team wins. But I would say the Giannis injury did do something to this series. But you can't take anything away from the Miami Heat because they balling. People still thought the Milwaukee Bucks had enough, even without Giannis, to still win the series, even when Giannis got hurt. They still feel like they got enough. Yes, that is correct. The Warriors and the Mavs. So those were the recent ones I believe happened in the 2000s. But I mean, it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. So this is what we're watching right now is something you don't see on a regular basis. But I'm not as shocked as I was when the Warriors and the Mavs done it because they didn't have a pedigree that the Miami Heat got. The Miami Heat just went to the finals a couple of years ago in the bubble, and they took Boston 7 games. So we all know they're a tough team, but it's still a little shocking. Let me know, is this series over? Is it over for the Milwaukee Bucks this season? They down 3-1. Can they muster up 3 wins and come back and win this series? That's my question. That is my question. Is it over or can they come back? I still think they can come back. Because look, Jimmy got to play out of his mind, to carry this Miami Heat team. Because you look at what they got left. Tyler Hero is the other person that can get hot and really carry that Heat team here and there. Max Strus is okay, but he's not going to carry the team. Bam's supposed to be that other guy, but he's not showing up. So Jimmy, if Jimmy don't do it, but he's been doing it, but if Jimmy don't do it, it's not going to get done. I'm trusting that Milwaukee can win Game 5 in Milwaukee, and then I think Giannis can carry them in Game 6, and they can bring it back to Game 7. Listen, is it a daunting task? Yes. But I'm still picking Milwaukee in 7 until I see Milwaukee get put out. That's just me. Also, we got Celtics playing the Hawks right now. I think that series is over. Celtics up 3-1. I believe they're winning right now. And you just look at that team. As far as the Celtics go. They doing what they supposed to do. They are doing what everybody expected the Bucks to do. Let's see. Austin Malone says, unless if Hero starts playing out of his mind, Giannis and Holiday will have to work together to slow down Butler. Do you mean Hero or who you talking about playing out of their mind? Because Hero is out. For the series, I believe. So I don't think he's coming back. But you say Giannis and Holiday have to work together to slow down Butler. That's true. Listen, I totally agree with that, Austin. Like, somebody else gonna have to beat me. If I got to double Jimmy, because I believe, like, even if you put Giannis on him, you risk Giannis getting in foul trouble. Because one thing Jimmy Butler can do is get to the free throw line. And so you gotta, Giannis is the defensive player of the year. He's a great defender, but you also gotta keep in the back of your mind that Giannis might get in foul trouble because Jimmy know how to get to the line. Hero is out. I believe he's out. Oh yeah, he broke his 2 fingers in his hand. He's out for the season. He's gone. So it's up to Jimmy. Jimmy got to carry the team. And Bam is not doing anything. I think size hurts Bam. And then he's not aggressive. Bam Adebayo is not aggressive enough for whatever reason. He has like a passive game. He got a little bit of AD in him. But I don't know who's worse. I would say Anthony Davis is worse because he's expected to do more. but Bam has some of the same symptoms that AD has. Whether you don't know what you're going to get out of them. Now, they both defend, but it's something in that DNA where they don't know how to be aggressive every game. They don't know how to do it. It's weird. It's weird. Celtics are playing the Hawks right now. I think that series is going to be over. I can't remember. I heard somebody say that the East, the playoffs and NBA playoffs, they reseed the playoffs after the first round. I don't know if that's true. I thought the brackets was set, but if they do, then if the Heat win, then instead of the Celtics playing the 76ers in the next round, they would play the Heat. Somebody look that up for me. Let me know if the NBA playoffs reseed. Because I know the NFL does it. The NFL does reseed after the first round. But I don't know if the NBA does it. I can't think of it off the top of my mind, but I heard someone talking about it on the radio. Celtics, last time I checked, they was winning that game. They was up almost about 10 points. And yeah, they up 10 points right now into the third quarter. And if we just look at both of those teams, Celtics went to the finals last year. They're trying to win a ship this year. They're taking care of business, gentlemen's sweep. That's the NBA does not reseed. That's just hockey. So, okay, well, if that's the case, then Milwaukee, if the Bucks lose and get put out, then the Celtics will have home court advantage through the rest of the NBA playoffs, and they will still play the 76ers, and the Heat will play the Knicks, which will be another interesting matchup because, hey, I don't think nobody had the Knicks making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but I believe they will have a great chance against the Heat if that's the next matchup. So listen, we'll see how it play out. I'm not closing the book on the Bucks just yet, but it's not looking good. Celtics look to eliminate the Hawks tonight. That Hawks team, man, you're gonna have to do something different. That Hawks team needs to be shaken up. I was watching them play. They don't play a lick of defense, and I don't understand it. Clint Capella is a great defender as a center as far as guarding the basket, but he can't. I seen him jump out on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown went right around him. Went out on Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum went right around him. He cannot go out and guard those wings. He's better at protecting the basketball, rebounding. And the Hawks going to have to shake some things up. Trae Young was in trade rumors. And they're going to have to do something different because what they got going on is not working. The young guys, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, all those young guys that they drafted, those are decent players, but it's not working out. Trae Young can't carry that team. They're going to have to do something different. I don't know what they do. Bringing in Quinn Snyder as the head coach, he's not any different to me than when you had Nate McMillan and the other coach they had before Nate. So the Hawks, if you really want to make some noise, you're going to have to shake some things up. Quinn Snyder is not the answer at head coach. He's just a different face, same results. And that team doesn't work. So moving on from that, last night, we also had the Lakers take a commanding 3-1 lead against the Grizzlies. I was very disappointed in the Grizzlies because I thought they would come back and win that game. I thought Ja scoring 45 in the last game, even in a kind of a blowout game. I still thought that Memphis will win last night. But I'm gonna stop the show for a second. I'm going to give props to LeBron James because I got to give it up when credit is due. Black Butterfly Pod says, "Do you read my mind?" I just said this like 3 minutes ago. Atlanta don't defend at all. Bogue, John Collins aren't even decent defenders. They don't defend it, and your point guard isn't even close to being average on defense. They are terrible on defense. Yeah, terrible on defense. Terrible on defense. Let me see. Do you got some more? Let me see. Did you have some more to say? I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's it. I totally agree with all of that. And once again, I think that comes down to coaching because I feel like they have the players to defend. If you look at DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, body type, and Clint Capella guards the basket, they have it's defense is all about want to. And it's up to the coach to get them to want to play defense. And you bring in Quinn Snyder thinking you're bringing in something different from Nate McMillan, and it's the same. It's the same. I would have kept Nate McMillan and given him a chance. QT checking in from YouTube. Laugh out loud. You still think the Grizzlies beat the Lakers? I don't think you beat the Lakers 3 in a row. I'm going to be honest. I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I'm going to be honest, and I know QT. This is a loyal supporter from YouTube. I know she's. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a he or she. I don't know. But QT is a big, I believe, LeBron fan. They always looking supporting LeBron, so I know they liking this. But you got to take it one game at a time. If you're the Grizzlies, you try to make sure you get Game 5 in Memphis. Same scenario that I said with Milwaukee. You get Game 5 at home, and then you basically had a one-game playoff. Hopefully, Bane or Ja can get hot in LA and carry you to a Game 7. And anything can happen. You back at the crib for Game 7. I don't think that it happens, but can it happen? Yes. We've seen LeBron come back from a 3-1 deficit. We've seen it, done it before. So, yes, it can happen. But I want to stop and just give kudos. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I got to stop and give credit where credit is due. This brother finally did what I've been asking him to do for a lot of his career when it comes down to the waning moments. Now, I know a lot of LeBron supporters will say, oh, he's clutch. The numbers say he does this and crunch time, this, that, and the other. But this is one of the few times when it came down to the last couple of shots coming down, clutch time, he drove the ball to the basket, and he looked to score, and he looked to even if he got fouled, he was willing to go to the free throw line and take those free throws. And so he made the shot going down late to take it to overtime, and he made key plays in the overtime. So I gotta give credit to LeBron James, man. A lot of the times he make the quote unquote right play, and he trusts one of them bum teammates that he might have on his team at the time. In the past, it was a Mario Chalmers or a Norris Cole or some of those players, and then if they miss, and they was like, oh well, he made the right play. No, the right play to me sometimes is even over a double team, you still better than a Norris Cole in the corner wide open. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You're the best player on the floor. And too many times he shied away from taking that shot or shied away from going to the free throw line. And this time he done it. He made the shot, and he made clutch shots in overtime. I got to give shout out to King James. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I'm not just oblivious to what I'm looking at. He showed up in the clutch, and he did his thing. So I got to give props to LeBron James. You're not going to hear it a lot, but he did his thing, man. So shout out to him. He leading his team to a 3-1 deficit. This is another series that has some injuries with Ja Morant, his hand, Adams, and Clark being out for the Memphis Grizzlies. But you got to give Lakers and LeBron James credit, man. They up 3-1, and it's not looking good for the Grizzlies, man. It's not looking good for the Grizzlies. Let's get back to the comments. QT says, I told Lakers winning it all. I'm not going to go that far. I can't go that far yet. They will play the Nuggets in the next round. And I know the Nuggets don't scare nobody, but I'm going to give respect to the Nuggets. And I'm going to pick the Nuggets if they play the Nuggets in the next round. Matter of fact, yeah, wait. Do they play the Nuggets in the next round? Who would they play? If they don't reseed, who's the 3 seed? They will play the Warriors. I'm tripping. They will play the Warriors or the Kings. And in either one of those series, I'm picking the Warriors and the Kings. I'm going to give respect to the Dubs and the Kings. Thanks, Black Butterfly Pod checking in. Yeah, I'm still picking the Dubs, the Warriors or the Kings. I'm going to give respect to those teams. But I would say that I think the Lakers will give the Warriors trouble if AD decides he want to show up. But other than that, I'm putting respect on the Kings, especially if De'Aaron Fox injured finger is any close to being right. I'm giving respect. Y'all make sure y'all share the live so y'all people can see it. They can come in this live and bring their comments as well. All the people that y'all know that love sports, NBA basketball. We got locked and loaded playoffs going on. This is one of the most exciting playoffs that I've seen. I believe in my lifetime. First round matchups. I was mad about the injuries because that Clippers and Suns could have went 7, I believe, if Paul George and Kawhi was healthy. Russ has been playing out of his mind, but the injuries have hampered the playoffs. But still, this first round has been great, especially that Golden State Kings series. I want Golden State to win, but you cannot be mad at the Kings. That crowd has been electric, and the first round of the playoffs has been crazy. This is the best first round I've seen in my lifetime. How about y'all? What do y'all think? Let's see. I want to get back to some comments. I want to address all the comments because I appreciate y'all commenting with y'all hot takes. Black Butterfly Pasta says, Grizzly play some silly basketball. Ja, I got to stop trying to go for highlight plays and just score. I'm going to be honest. Fox is a better point guard and player than Ja. Fox is a better defender, and his game is more mature than Ja. Ja needs work on his floater. Wow. Listen, I want to address some of that, what he said, because I think I understand what you're saying, but I have a different take than you. But I totally get where you're coming from. So let's talk about that, because this is a big comment that I want to talk about. So he says, Grizzly plays silly basketball. I definitely agree with that. And when I say silly basketball, a lot of that hinges on Ja Morant, of course. And he talked about that. He said, Ja, got to stop trying to go for highlight plays and just score. I seen a meme where it had Ja just up in the air real high. It said, you see this about 2-3 times a game, where he just jumps because he thinks he can just jump over everybody. And I feel like he has nothing to do in the air. He just jumps up high and think he can make something happen. And I agree with that. Like IQ, I think where he says Fox is a better player than Ja, I think his IQ is higher than Ja's. I think that I can't say he's better, but I would say his IQ is higher, if that makes sense. But I like the comment. That's a hot take, and I like it. Fox is a better defender and his game is more mature. I don't know about a better defender. They both about similar to me. Ja needs work on his floater. I definitely think Fox has mastered his floater better. He's more smoother with his game. He's more smoother. Ja's a more, like you say, highlight reel, jumps higher. But Fox, I believe, is more efficient and more smoother. So I get where you're coming from. I can't say he's a better player just yet because, I don't know, man. Ja just different. Once he get rolling, he just different. But I don't knock where you stand because that's a very interesting and hot take, and it makes a lot of sense. So I'm not gonna knock you. But I just I got a different take on that. LeBron isn't blowing a 3-1 lead. He isn't Kawhi. Ooh. Hold on. When did Kawhi blow a 3-1 lead? I'm trying to think. When did Kawhi blow a 3-1 lead? I'm trying to remember. Refresh my memory because I can't remember. Austin Malone, if Steve Adams was playing, LeBron wouldn't have gotten 22 rebounds. Jaren Jackson is sorry. That's a good point, man. He wouldn't get 20 rebounds for sure. I wouldn't call Jaren Jackson sorry. He's just, you know what, Jaren Jackson, he's awkward. He's awkward. He doesn't, his game is not pretty, but like he made the All-Star team, Defensive Player of the Year. You can't call him sorry. But he's awkward. Jaren Jackson is very awkward. It's not pretty, but he's a pretty good player. But you can tell that Steven Adams helps him out a lot. He can go down to the power forward and really dominate and don't have to. And Steven Adams can help him out a lot. Black Butterfly Pasta, Rick Bucher said it best. When a game needs to be won, are you willing to put in the effort to get it done? He said, forget the stats and box score. Go make the play. He finally did that. I got to give him props. Great game. Those are the games that I want to see from him. And I believe you're talking about LeBron, if I'm correct. I believe you're talking about LeBron. And if that's the case, I totally agree. QT, Grizzlies are a way harder matchup than Kings and Warriors. Look at the big. It's barbecue chicken for LeBron and AD. Listen. You can say that, but Warriors got championship DNA. You can say that. Now, if you want to say the Kings, cool. But I listen. The Kings are the league's leading scorer on offense, and the Kings are the Memphis Grizzlies from last year, but with a higher IQ, De'Aaron Fox on the team. So I would beg to differ on that take. I get where you're coming from, but Warriors got championship DNA, and they still got Steph on the team. So I would say don't disrespect the Warriors. That's a little disrespect to the Warriors. Black Butterfly Pies, no Lakers play winning of Dubs and Kings. Yes, yes. Lakers play the Warriors of the Kings. Dubs will send them home. And the Dubs will have home court advantage in that series. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I know Memphis did, but listen, Memphis ain't Golden State. Memphis is not Golden State. Golden State plays great at home. Great. And it's a different animal. QT says the Warriors ain't beating the Lakers. Look at their bigs. They ain't stopping LeBron, AD. Grizzlies at least have Jaren Jackson Jr., who was the defense player of the year, and they are dominating the Grizzlies. Listen, you act like the Warriors ain't never beat the Lakers before or something. Like the Warriors ain't never beat LeBron before. I mean, what are we talking about? You act like AD show up every game. You act like AD is that dude or something. Did you see his numbers yesterday? Like, come on. You don't know which AD gonna show up. You talking a lot of big stuff like AD that dude. I give you LeBron. LeBron doing his thing. At age 38, year 20, he's doing his thing. But don't talk like AD is that dude. You don't know what AD is gonna show up. He's an accident away from being out of the series. You know how he get down. So QT, keep all that in mind. Keep all that in mind. And remember, Steph, Clay, them Splash Brothers, them light-skinned assassins can shoot the lights out. And Andrew Wiggins is a good defender. And Andre Iguodala might come back. As old as he is, remember what he made it tough on LeBron in that one final. So I know he's old, but I still think he got a little left in the tank. That's another body that can throw a LeBron. So just putting that out there. In the bubble, he did that. So that's another great point by Black Butterfly Pie. He blew a 3-1 lead in the bubble against the Nuggets. Oh, okay. So you talking about Kawhi blew a 3-1 lead against the Nuggets? Okay, yeah. The bubble don't count. Come on, man. It wasn't even no fans. Like, come on, man. Come on. But I get it. You want to use that against them? Okay. I get it. Grizz don't attack LBJ on defense or Reeves. That would be my game plan. Attack them two off the pick and roll and make AD come to help. Their game plan is stupid. Make Vanderbilt beat you from outside. Hey, I like those. I like all those comments because I do not see LBJ playing a lot of defense at all. And I definitely agree with you on attacking Reeves because Reeves is not a good defender. I don't care what you say. He's playing good ball, but he is not a good defender. And I like all those plans. Definitely make Vanderbilt beat you because he can't shoot a lick. But he made some shots yesterday. If someone other than the Lakers didn't win in the bubble, people would count the ring. But since LeBron did it, you don't count it. Listen. Let's be honest. In the bubble, do you QT? I got a question for you. Do the fans make a difference? Does an atmosphere make a difference? Come on, man. Come on. I mean, it was so many blown leads in the bubble. It was ridiculous. And I'm telling you, like, the crowd makes a difference. Like, it was ridiculous that year. Listen, they won the championship. You can't take it away from them, but I just know what I saw. I know what I saw. And what I saw was a playoff system, an empty stadium where it wasn't crowds shifting momentum like that I see a lot in playoff basketball with crowds. Just keeping it honest. Let's be honest. The crowd plays a factor. You see these Kings home court? Did you see the Knicks home court? Like, fans play a big part. Let's not act like it don't. No fans for everyone is equal. Why are we acting like only the Lakers didn't have fans? Every team didn't have fans. I agree. But I'm saying if there were, I believe fans plays a big part. And you're absolutely right. It wasn't fans for no one. Listen, they won a championship. They did that. That was one of the commenters. He said he did it in the bubble. Like, hey, that was his take. But I definitely believe the bubble was like a half a championship. I'm just saying. That's just me. It's just me. And if it was anybody else, I would still call it a half a championship. It ain't just LeBron. I would give it a half. If somebody wanted to argue about that championship, like, that's my response to that championship. It was equal playing grounds for everyone. I agree. It was. Black Butterfly Pod, Dubs will spread the Lakers out, and the Dubs have many more shooters. So, that's a great point right there. Nobody on Memphis besides Bane can shoot. Let's just be honest, man. Nobody but Bane can shoot. With the Warriors, Steph can shoot, Clay can shoot, Jordan Poole can shoot, Wiggins is decent. Listen, that's gonna be a different animal. And the Lakers, come on, man. Come on. I'm picking the Dubs. So AD would have to be on the perimeter more. Dre would have to come off the bench versus Lakers to keep them spread out. Plus the motivation of beating LBJ again in the playoffs. Dubs getting to the finals, bro. There it is. That's his take. And I like it because I don't care for the Lakers either. But I'm just keeping it honest with you. I don't. Let's talk about the Nuggets. Nuggets try to close out the T-Wolves tonight. I think they do that. T-Wolves is another team that needs to do something different. That Gobert trade has not worked out. He over there punching his teammates, and Karl Anthony Towns, I hate his game. He want to be a 3-point shooter, a 7-foot 3-point shooter. Once again, coaching and knowing what to tell your players how to play, and that is key, because there's no way you have the talent that the T-Wolves have and they're playing like that. Then you say Grizzlies in 5. I did. That's a great. I did say that. You got a great memory. I did say Grizzlies in 5. It's looking like the Lakers in 5. Listen, I can admit when I'm wrong, and it's looking like I was wrong. But the reason why I picked the Grizzlies in 5 is because I thought they would defend the Lakers, and Ja injury, it has been key, but you just got to give the Lakers credit. They've outplayed the Grizzlies, bottom line. And you cannot let Rui Hachimura, he's just been balling the whole series, besides, I believe, last night. But he had like 29, game 1? Right? You can't let Rui Hachimura get 29 points. Come on, man. Austin Reeves balling. You cannot let these guys carry. Now, if you told me AD just balled out, okay, that's more believable. You cannot let Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves carry the Lakers like they've been carrying them. That's ridiculous. And that's why they're losing, because you're letting these role players score too much, dominate too much. Black Butterfly Pod, I hate watching T-Wolves play. Cat stinks. He's shooting threes with Murray, who was 6'4" on him. They make my hair hurt watching them. I totally agree. Same here. I hate Cat game. And he got the skills to be way better than what he is. And, he went to the All-Star game, won the 3-point contest, and that just made it even worse. He's supposed to be punishing people. But everybody, since Steph then came and changed the game, everybody want to be 3-point shooters. No, stop it. You 7 foot. You got the advantage over majority of the players you play against. But you want to be out there shooting threes. They need to blow it up. They need to do something different. I'm telling Cat, listen, man, if you don't want to get down here and play in this post, man, we're going to have to ship you out. We got to trade you. Either get a coach that's going to make him play in the post, or get him out of here. Get him out of here. Because it's no way that he should be playing the way he's playing, and all of a sudden that's Anthony Edwards' team now. Anthony Edwards, I love his game. Now, he needs to work on shot selection sometimes, but I like his demeanor. I like his game way better than I like Cat's game. But if Cat was to play more down low, they would have a way better team and a way better chance of doing more damage in the playoffs. And I think it would work better. I like Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert as a rim protector. Like, man, it's all on Cat. I'm putting everything on Cat and the coach. And I don't even like the way the coach looked. He looked like he don't know what he's doing. I'm just saying, man. That coach, I can't even pronounce his name. But he looked like he don't know what he's doing. I would have rather you kept Thibodeau. Just being honest. I hate watching the T-Wolves play just because of Cat. Also, people can't use Ja as an excuse. You saw what he did in game 3, and their only win was when Ja was out. Yeah, that's a good point. He scored 45. That game 3. But that game 1, when he initially went out, I don't know the score when he went out, but I believe that hurt him too. But bottom line, listen, Lakers, you got to get a credit to the Lakers. They are outplaying the Grizzlies, bottom line. Austin Malone says, I agree with all the criticism about Cat. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. This guy is very talented. Like, he's a waste of talent, waste of height, waste of body. Like, dude, you 7 foot. Who can shoot? I would say, listen, if you can't shoot no more than 3 threes, the most 5. Other than that, I need you in the paint. And I need you, if I'm Cat, you taking 15 to 18 shots a game and no more than 3 to 5 threes. Bottom line. If you don't oblige by those numbers, we got to have a conversation. Nuggets beating the Suns in the second round, and Suns have no depth, and it shows the Clippers series. That's going to be a great series. That might go 7 games. It's gonna be the starting lineup of the Suns. Can they score enough to handle the Nuggets' depth? But I would say this. I've been watching the Nuggets, and Jamal Murray is balling out. But for the Nuggets to get where they have to get, I'm going to need Jokic to be a little bit more aggressive. Just a little bit more aggressive. He got to be a little bit more aggressive. He's the all-around player, and the triple-doubles is cool, this, that, and the other. But he know how to get buckets. And the further the Nuggets go, the more aggressive I'm going to need him to be. Does the Heat blow the 3-1 lead? Listen, I believe that it's a chance. It's unlikely, but I put in my group text, I said, I'm still picking Milwaukee in 7. I can see Milwaukee winning game 5 in Milwaukee. Then you go back to Miami. Giannis got to pull a game out of his hat, which we know he can do, and then you go back for game 7. I can see it happening. But the way Jimmy is playing is going to make it rough. Jimmy is playing out of his mind. He's leading the playoffs in scoring, and he scored 56 last night. And the way he's playing right now, if he wants to wield that team like he did, it was comments earlier saying you're going to have to double Jimmy and get the ball out of his hands at this point because he's balling. You're going to have to make other people beat you. Are you going to have to make Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Kyle Lowry, all these other guys? You're going to have to make somebody else beat me because Jimmy is playing out of his mind. Playoff Jimmy is in full effect. And I'm gonna say this as a Bulls fan, this is a little disappointing to see, man, because we had Jimmy and we saw glimpses of this in Chicago. But Jimmy ain't for everybody. He rubs people the wrong way because he wants everybody to play as hard as he plays, and everybody don't do that. That's why he didn't make it in Minnesota. Cat couldn't handle him, and they had to get him up out of there. But listen, he practiced what he preached. He balls out. He plays hard every game. And he's showing up in the playoffs. He's willing them to victory, 3-1 lead, and they're on the brink of one of the bigger upsets in the league. They up 3-1 and looking like it's going to be hard to beat them 3 straight times. Even though they can sometimes go cold, it's going to be hard to beat them 3 times in a row. You got to expect them to be cold 3 games in a row. It's going to be tough. But the NBA playoffs is very exciting right now. I'm very satisfied with this first round. Man, this Kings and Warriors series is so electric, especially when they go to Sacramento. This is like old Arco Arena. They are just, man, it's electric. QT Jimmy Butler's better playoff riser than Steph Curry. It seems like QT that you a LeBron lover and a Warriors hater. That's the vibes I'm getting right now. Austin Malone, he intimidated Ben Simmons on Philadelphia. That too. But as you see, it ain't hard to intimidate Ben Simmons. He got some stuff going on, man. Ben Simmons got some stuff going on. But listen, we got the NFL draft coming up Thursday. Thinking about doing a draft special and bringing a whole bunch of my guys from all different cities to come on and talk about the NFL draft, their favorite teams, who's going to be drafting what. The Bears got the 9th pick. It's excitement going on in Chicago with the NFL draft. So I look forward to that. Thursday night, the first round. Any trades going to be happening. So it's a possibility you might get a show from me Thursday night. But other than that, the NBA playoffs is where it's at right now. I look forward to the rest of the round 1 games and looking forward to the round 2 games. And I look forward to coming back, checking in with y'all again on these playoffs to see what's going on. So listen, we are about to get up out of here. Listen, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Get these numbers up, man. Tell a friend to subscribe to the YouTube. Y'all can send stars on Facebook now. Y'all can send stars to help support the show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Merch is always available. We ship long distance. If you love the Allen Powell Show or you want to rep some merch, we got merch on deck all the time. If you subscribed already, I appreciate you. But get your friends to subscribe. I want more comments. I want more hot takes. I love the engagement with y'all. Y'all coming with it with the comments. So do you randomly stream or do you have a schedule? The schedule is every Tuesday, but depending on what's going on in the sports world, I do some random streams. So yes, I do both. I have a schedule and I do random streams depending on what's going on. So every Tuesday at 8 is the schedule. And then depending on what's going on in sports, NFL draft, big games, reaction shows, those type of things, you would catch me. So, but QT, you a loyal supporter on YouTube. I appreciate you checking in with us on YouTube, and continue to tune in. And like I said, tell your friends to I might have to do a giveaway or something. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do a giveaway to the most people that get their friends to subscribe to the YouTube. Might do some type of gift card, merch, something. Y'all let me know what y'all think I should give away. And if you think you got sports knowledge, and you want to talk some sports on the Allen Powell Show, message me. I invite all guests on to have some fun with me on the show. Always like new guests, new energy with some great knowledge on sports. So all that being said, we about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all next week or maybe Thursday. I'm out.
Hello, Allen Powell.